night for us. Good crowd there, and we had probably the best pep rally I've ever been a part of yesterday at Callaway High School. I'd like to thank Mr. Mills, Dr. Greer, Ms. Tremoloni, Dr. Landry for helping us pull all that off. Our band, our cheerleaders, our step team, everybody worked really hard preparing for it, and like I said, I mean it was unbelievable, and our student body was really into it, and it meant a whole lot to the coaching staff and our football team, and really helped us get ready for the ball game last night. And also, I'd like to thank Faith Baptist for our pregame meal yesterday, and I know you noticed that. Last night at halftime, we got to honor all those individuals and churches that have provided us pregame meals throughout the year, and this means a whole lot to us. And we always say thank you, and the kids say are very appreciative, but it's really never enough. And to do a little ceremony last night is just a small token of appreciation for all the things that they've done for us.
But those sponsors, Pete, they do that out of it's a labor of love for them. They're not looking for. You're right. Everybody to say thank you is sometimes doesn't seem like enough, but those sponsors do it because they're proud of the Callaway program. They want to be a part of it, and that's a credit to our kids, our staff, our faculty, the whole 9 yards. So it's good to recognize those guys, and they appreciate it. But they do that out of the goodness of their heart, and it's important to have those sponsors. You can't run your program without it. So, Pete, we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about last night's game against Rock Mart, some stars. Talk a little bit about the playoffs next week. I think we can do that now. We can look ahead to first round of the playoffs. So, as the Cavaliers prepare for the first round of the playoffs, I would assume it'd be next Friday night, 7:30, Callaway Stadium. We're going to take a short break. You're listening to Callaway High School football highlights on Eagle Sports.
Find out more, come see us at Holmes Pharmacy, 136 Commerce Avenue, LaGrange.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality, hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit us on the web at www.southernorthopedics.com. That's southernorthopedics.com. Rob and Joel Upchurch is your RE/MAX result agent. No matter if you're selling or buying, the first phone call you should make is to Joel or Rob Upchurch. Call 706-845-7000. This week's feature is just seconds from Highland Marina. This 4-bedroom, 2.5-bath home has hardwood flooring, a spacious master, and the property joins the core property, and it's only $189,900. If you want to know more about this house or get your home listed with Rob or Joel Upchurch, call 706-845-7000 or just search Rob or Joel Upchurch and check them out on the web.
State of denial is a drag and a trial. When I bought my cheap insurance, should have known this day would come. Now I've had an accident and I'm feeling quite alone. Called them at least 20 times, but they won't pick up the phone. Without personal service, my policy's kind of worthless. Get to a better state, State Farm.
Don't deny yourself a call to State Farm agent Matt Orr on the Square in downtown LaGrange.
It is Eagle 102.3. Coleman Fice here with you as we're live at the Kia showroom, and I have Kurt Snyder here with me, and let's talk a little Kias before we get back to the Callaway broadcast here. But I know one thing that I know that y'all would like to do is congratulate Callaway High School football team for their outright win of the region.
Ain't no doubt. We're very proud of Coach Wiggins and the Cavaliers. Again, it's a privilege to have them part of the show each Saturday morning to be here at the showroom, Coleman. A lot of excitement. Boy, the Cavaliers have won some big games and won by big scores. Last I checked in last night, it was a pretty lopsided deal. So, congratulations again to all the Cavaliers, and we're excited. It's a great day. Pat Shea's over here holding up signs, said make sure to come by and see him. Folks, it's a little chilly out this morning. We're going to warm up, be a beautiful day. If you're in the market at all, please come by and shop and help support your local economy.
Yeah, we should have some Chick-fil-A biscuits here shortly, and come out and have Chick-fil-A biscuits with us, and of course come out here and talk a little football with the coaches, as we're glad to have Coach Wiggins and Tony Walls here with us. And good morning, guys.
Coleman, thank you so much, and we want to thank Kurt Snyder and our friends out here at Kia for everything they do for Callaway High School football, along with Chick-fil-A on the Parkway and all of our sponsors who support us each week. Pete, let's talk a little bit about last night's game. Again, the final score was Callaway 41, Rockmart 14. Cavaliers' MO all year has been to jump out early, and they were able to do that last night. And Pete, there was one play early in the game with the score 6-0. I thought it sort of maybe turned the tide a little bit, was our defensive stand inside the 5-yard line on their first drive. They're driving to score, and we get a big fumble down there on a big hit, and instead of them scoring and maybe going ahead 7-6, we go down and scoring kind of a touchdown swing there.
Well, it was a big momentum swing, and Coach Hubbard does a great job each week preparing our defense and stressing stripping the ball and trying to get someone stood up and somebody else stripping the ball, and we work on that in drills sometimes. I mean, it doesn't just happen.
Right.
The kids work at it hard, and but it was a huge momentum swing, and real proud of our kids for maintaining the focus down inside the 10, and we did a great job with that. But we got the ball back, and our offense marched down the field, and we had a lot of people get the ball early. Eddie Culpepper, Boom, Lindsey, Tess Parks, Terry Godwin, Petey Leverett. Those kids made a lot of plays, heck, on both sides of the ball. But our offensive line, Coach Wall does a great job with those kids, and he rotated several guys in and out last night, and they're the guys in the trenches, and they opened up a lot of holes for our backs last night and gave Tez time to throw the ball. But just real proud of those kids, and also on the defensive side of the ball, excuse me.
Don't doze off on me over there, bud.
Defensive side of the ball, our linebackers played really well. We were able to stop the run. They had one long run on us, but other than that, we felt like we had to stop the dive and the quarterback on their against their veer, and we did that pretty well. And their two scores, one of them came from we'd fumbled a punt return, and they got great field position and scored off that. And then the other one came off of a long pass, and they got a great receiver now, and their quarterback throws the ball well. And his number one, his last name's Peak. I don't know his first name. Kwame Peak.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But he 2 years ago when we played Rockmart in a playoff game, he was their best player then as a sophomore, and Coleman is taking care of us
Coleman
right
has
now.
totally broke our train of thought here.
I'm talking
he's
about
serving those Chick-fil-A, and I'm talking about fresh Chick-fil-A biscuits too, Pete.
I see steam coming off
wow.
those things.
And where were we, Pete? I'm sorry.
We were talking about. Anyway, we've got Chick-fil-A biscuits rolling in here. Not on Chick-fil-A minis rolling in here, and they're smelling good. But we were talking about offense and defense, and Chase Freeman did a great job kicking and punting last night. Our Cortez Leonard on our kickoff team, he's probably a number one as far as coverage. He seems to be in on every tackle. And when we're in the meetings, Coach Summerlin always puts the air on Cortez. Hey, let's get 10 more just like this running down.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he gives everything he's got on the kickoff. And like I said, he's always around the ball and makes a big hit. And special teams, we talk about it a lot, but field position is so big as far as being able to cover a kick or covering a punt. when you have a good punt, or even if you don't, if you can cover it well, it means a lot. And on the other end of that, I feel like we've done a great job. Little T has made some big punt returns and kickoff returns this year. It's really changed momentums of the game, and so special teams are real important for us last night.
Pete, you mentioned your coverage, and from our standpoint last night, the coverage was excellent. It allowed you to keep them pinned inside the 30, 35 most of the night, and then of course Terry Godwin with his ability to change field position really put you in good position all night also. And again, a good overall victory for you. You won 8 in a row, 9 in a row now. 9 in a row now to finish the season at 9-1, the regular season, as we look forward to the playoffs. We'll talk a little bit more about that after we come back from this next break. And also we want to speak a little bit about, got a good little human interest story. I'd like for you to tell our fans about, we had one of our linebackers who was out, Bronze Zalea last night, and I'd like for you to talk a little bit about him when we come back. You guys go on and warm up that cup of coffee and come on back and join us here for the Saturday morning quarterback show, Callaway edition on Eagle Sports.
Now for Turkey with a Test Drive, now featuring the stylish 2013 Kia Sportage, a solid built but unbelievably bargain priced SUV starting only $18,900. The Sportage stands out from the crowd with its lower starting price and better highway MPGs than the Honda CR-V, Ford Escape, and Toyota RAV4. Plus, the Sportage has almost twice the warranty of those brands, carrying Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. KiaLaGrange.com helps support your local economy.
Turkeys while supplies last. Flu season is upon us, and we would like to invite you to get your flu shot from Holmes Pharmacy. If you have Medicare or insurance, it could be free. And if you have a big group of 10 or more that would like to get their flu shot, call Holmes Pharmacy and we can come to you.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality, hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit us on the web at www.southernorthopedics.com. That's southernorthopedics.com. Rob and Joel Upchurch is your RE/MAX result agent. No matter if you're selling or buying, the first phone call you should make is to Joel or Rob Upchurch. Call 706-845-7000. This week's feature listing is a secluded 2-acre lot on Deer Point Road in LaGrange. Well-maintained home adjoining core property and a wired workshop for only $89,900. If you want to know more about this house or get your home listed with Rob or Joel Upchurch, call 706-845-7000 or just search Rob or Joel Upchurch and check them out on the web.
I'm in a state of caffeination, got all my fingers shaking. Must have been my large Americano, mochaccino, macchiato. Now the family's gone to bed, and that's my favorite time to get some tips on better rates. Cause my State Farm guy answers late, and even when it's not my agent, someone's standing by so patient. Getting coverage questions answered helps me to relax. Get to a better state, State Farm.
Call State Farm agent Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Welcome back, everyone, to this Saturday morning quarterback show, Callaway edition, live here in the Kia showroom on Lafayette Parkway. My name is Tony Walls with head coach Pete Wiggins. And Pete, before the break, we talked a little bit about last night's game, and we talked about the play of your linebackers. And one of your linebackers that wasn't there last night was LeBron Zalea. Tell our fans a little bit about Bronze's story, Pete.
Well, we call him Bronzy, or Bronze, and he's been kind of a quiet leader of our team all year. And Bronze is a 10th grader. I remember this summer he went to camp with us down at Hodges as a guard, and we knew Bronze is big-hearted, works his butt off, and we knew we had to find a place for him, and we didn't know if it was going to be on the offensive line, at fullback, and linebacker, maybe defensive line, but anyway, ended up at linebacker, and throughout the year, he's progressed so much as not only a football player but a leader and kind of a leader of a football team. And he probably don't even know that, but it gets me kind of teary-eyed just thinking about it. But anyway, his brother is a football player for Gary Woodard at the middle school, and his name's Kavan, and he's got cancer, and so LeBron's had, and I don't know how to describe it too well. I'm afraid I might mess up, but he had some. They had to do some bone marrow transplant, that type of stuff on between the two, and that that's been an ongoing process for the family for a long time, and it's just Coach Hubbard last night, his pregame speech, and pregame speeches mean a lot to us, and that was the pregame speech. That was the message to our football team as far as being a leader and being hey, this is what we look for, and this is what the old game of football teaches us as far as laying it on the line. That was the whole topic, the I guess the catchphrase from Coach Hubbard as far as the big picture in life, and LeBron's is he's laying it on the line for his brother. He's giving up he's giving up himself to help his brother out, and that's what we try to teach our whole football team, and that's the message that that we feel like makes our kids better is to be givers and help one another out, and that's just on a lot greater scale maybe than we talk about in football, but that is the lessons that we do hope our kids get from the game.
Right. And the procedure, LeBron has already had the procedure.
Right.
And how long will he be out, Pete? Does he know?
We don't know. He texts me. He texted me as soon as he came out of surgery. He was in surgery 3 hours, and he was on the sideline last night.
Right, I got a chance to speak with him, tell him how proud I was of him, just to hear his story. It's a big deal.
It's a great deal. His brother means a whole lot to us. He means a lot to Coach Woodard, the middle school, to our whole little community. Everybody knows that family. They're great people. And he's just a great inspiration for our football team.
Well, it's exciting, Pete, to hear a little bit about the off-field. We talk so much about the on-field abilities of our kids, but when you put it in perspective like that, in the grand scheme of things, I know LeBron's and his he would probably think it's no big deal because he's doing it for his brother and his parents. I'm sure they're proud of that young man, and as they are their whole family. So we'll keep you posted on Bronze's progress and his brother's progress also, and hopefully we'll have him back, if not next week, maybe the week after. And speaking of next week, Pete, as we open up the first round of the playoffs, tell us a little bit about our opponent, game times, and those types of things.
Well, we'll have a 7:30 kickoff at Callaway Stadium. We'll be playing Tattnall County. I don't know a whole lot about them. We swapped film late last night, and we'll get started on that today. But I know this, at this point, everybody's good, and it's a brand new season, and that's what I stressed to kids last night before they left is, hey, we just finished season number 1. It's time to get started on. I mean, it's a brand new game now. Everybody's 0-0 as far as wins and losses. And we just gotta keep working and doing what we do, and I feel like that we're going to do that. Our kids are confident, and each week I feel like we've gotten a little better, and the games throughout the season that we've been a little flat, we found a way to win,
right.
And good football teams do that, and that means a lot to for our kids and our coaching staff.
Well, Pete, when we come back after this next break, we'll talk a little bit more about next week. And I know everybody in the Callaway community and his entire community, Troop County, is excited about the playoffs and a big home game, which you fought hard to get that home field advantage. So when we come back after the break, we'll talk a little bit more about next week's exciting playoff game. You're listening to the Saturday Morning Quarterback Show, Callaway edition, live from the Kia showroom on Eagle Sports.
Turkey with a Test Drive, now featuring the stylish 2013 Kia Sportage, a solid built but unbelievably bargain price SUV starting only $18,900. The Sportage stands out in the crowd with its lower starting price, and better highway MPGs in the Honda CRV, Ford Escape, and Toyota RAV4. Plus, the Sportage has almost twice the warranty of those brands, carrying Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. KiaLaGrange.com helps support your local economy.
Turkeys while supplies last. Attention all Corley Drugs customers. Since Corley Drugs has closed, Perry Prather of Holmes Pharmacy has a special message for you.
If you find yourself without a place to fill your prescription, I would like to invite you to let us here at Holmes Pharmacy take care of your family. During this transition of Corley Drugs closings, come see us. We can provide the same level of comfort and care that you have always received and expected from Corley Drugs. To find out more, come see us at Holmes Pharmacy, 136 Commerce Avenue, LaGrange.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality, hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit us on the web at www.southernorthopedics.com. That's southernorthopedics.com. Rob and Joel Upchurch is your RE/MAX result agent. No matter if you're selling or buying, the first phone call you should make is to Joel or Rob Upchurch. Call 706-845-7000. This week's feature is just seconds from Highland Marina. This 4-bedroom, 2.5-bath home has hardwood flooring, a spacious master, and the property joins the core property, and it's only $189,900. If you want to know more about this house or get your home listed with Rob or Joel Upchurch, call 706-845-7000 or just search Rob or Joel Upchurch and check them out on the web.
State of denial is a drag and a trial. When I bought my cheap insurance, should have known this day would come. Now I've had an accident and I'm feeling quite alone. Called them at least 20 times, but they won't pick up the phone. Without personal service, my policy's kind of worthless. Get to a better state, State Farm.
Don't deny yourself a call to State Farm agent Matt Orr on the Square in downtown LaGrange.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Saturday Morning Quarterback Show, Callaway edition from the showroom here at Kia Motors, and we're having a little fun at the break, talking about our game next week, where everyone's excited, talking to Greg Hicks and of course, Coleman, and everyone's excited about our opportunities beginning next week, Pete. First round of playoffs, 7:30 kickoff down at Callaway Stadium, and you play all year for this Region 1 seed, so that you get to stay at home for, if you continue to win, you stay at home for at least 2 games.
That's right, and Callaway Stadium means a lot to us, and our kids are comfortable. We feel like we play better at home, and on the Sprint turf, and the regular atmosphere of Callaway Stadium, and so we feel like that is an advantage for us, and
keeps you in your routine, doesn't it?
Keeps us, it keeps you on the routine, and we are routine each day, and I don't like to change it, and again, I want to say thank you again to the individuals, churches that with the pregame meal, and I tell each one, we have 90 people. We show up with 90 people at like yesterday at Faith Baptist, and we're in and out in about 25 minutes, and sometimes I feel kind of bad that we don't stay in fellowship a little longer, but everything is so time framed, and we've got to be here and there at a certain times, and then we got to get back to the locker room and meetings, and then start taping, and so sometimes I wish we could stay a little longer and let the kids. It means a lot to the kids, There's
Sure.
always a lot of folks at the churches, and I know. Those individuals, it means a lot to them as well for our kids to come in. And so a lot of times I do wish the kids could stay longer, but we are on a time schedule, and we're in and out pretty quick.
Well, Pete, that's the nature of the beast. I know most coaches are like you. They like everything down to the minute. They want you you want them on the bus at a certain time. You want to leave school at a certain time, and that's important. And those are the kind of things that coaches have to deal with that you sometimes don't see. But Pete, again, congratulations on your 3rd region championship in 5 years. First region championship in Region 4 AAA this year. Going into the season, Pete, we didn't really know what to expect from our new region and the teams, but I think it was evident after last night's game that the Callaway Cavaliers were the best team in the region, and I think the region sort of panned out after you see the teams play, kind of panned out like we thought it would, with Chapel Hill finishing second, Rockmart finished third, and Central Carrollton finished fourth. So unfortunately for Rockmart and Central Carrollton, they got to travel to Savannah next week. But fortunately for us, our opponent's got to come from Savannah. So that's right. A long road trip on Friday, and an advantage again for the Cavaliers to be playing at home. But Pete, we sometimes we forget the behind the scenes, like your coaches and the coaches' wives, and how much they mean to this program. And I know you want to thank some of them, and we got about 3 minutes here left to go.
Well, always coaches' wives, they do so much, and the guys are at school in that film room so many hours. Right. And again, great big thank you to those ladies. And you mentioned people behind the scenes. I always like to thank you, Mr. Tony, for everything you do. Coach Tucker. There's Bobby Lane. Mr. Bobby's always on the sideline taking pictures, and it makes my day to see him over there, because I know it means a whole lot to him. And all the guys that help us with the stats and the chains, and little things like that mean a lot. Coach Woods, Coach Bradshaw, a lot of stuff behind the scene that those two guys do, and all our faculty members that take up tickets and keep pass gates, and they're volunteering their time to do that. Right. And it sure means a lot to us. But
what about the Ranburn Breakfast Club, Pete? They listening in this morning?
They're at the barn right now, probably Daddy and Rick sitting there. Anyway, I know that
Red Hill invite me and you over one Saturday morning. We'd go over there when.
I'm sure he would. They might cook us breakfast.
Well, you think? We may never leave, Pete. You know what I'm saying? You can move back in, catch your buddy.
Regardless, they probably got a big day planned. We might need to get out of there quicker. They'd put us to work.
Well, yeah, you're right about that. We do that enough, don't we, Pete? Well, Pete, again, congratulations on your regular season 9-1 record, and good luck as you start the playoffs next week. I want to challenge our community to come out next Friday night, and let's fill up those stands and support the Callaway Cavaliers. Kickoff is at 7:30 at Callaway Stadium. We'll be the only game in town. Our friends across town, LaGrange, will be out of town playing, and unfortunately our friends at Troop didn't make the playoffs this year. But we want to encourage the entire community to come out next week, support these Cavaliers, and let's go on about a 5-game run here and see if we can't bring home that state championship. What do you think, Pete?
That'd be awesome. I'd like to say wish everybody luck in our region. Coach Chestnut, Coach Duff at Central, and Rockmart will be on the road traveling. Wish them good luck and be safe on the road traveling.
Sounds good, Pete. We'll come back next week, and we'll talk about we'll go over the highlights, and hopefully we'll be smiling again next Saturday morning when we do this, Pete. Pete, thanks again. We want to thank Coleman and all our sponsors here, Kia and Chick-fil-A on Lafayette Parkway. You've been listening to the Saturday Morning Quarterback Show, Callaway edition, on Eagle Sports.
Thanks for listening to the Callaway Cavaliers Kia of LaGrange Saturday Morning Quarterback Show on Eagle 102.3, WLAG 1240 AM, 96.9 FM, and online at eagle1023.com with Tony Walls and Cavaliers coach Pete Wiggins.